And we are recording. All right, first question I got. Oh, this is the only question I got. 6.687/24. Determine the equation of the line. And they give us a picture, and they've got us a point at 5 and 1, 5 and 3. And 5, 3. And at 0, 5. And at -5 and 7. So there's the line that they give us. Now, of course, mine is not exactly right because I don't have graph paper. So there it is. And this is -5 and 7. Just as soon as I fix those blinds, those cats went back over there. Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna move my paper over a little bit. There. So in this case, they give us 3 points. Now, unless you like whips and chains, I would not pick which point. Which point do you think I'm not going to use? That means I want y'all to say something.
-5 and whatever.
-5 and 7. I'm not going to use that. Can you? Yes, you can use it. But unless you like punishment, why would you want to fool with a negative? I would use these two. Which way do we read? Left to right. So this is x sub 1, y sub 1. This is x sub 2, y sub 2. We know to calculate the slope, m is equal to delta y over delta x. Hold on a minute. Thank you. Now, he moved. Which is equal to parentheses minus parentheses over parentheses minus parentheses. And the formula for slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So y sub 2 is 3, 5, 5, 0. And that's going to be equal to 3 minus 5 is -2 over 5. Now, to find the equation of the line, which is determine the equation, you've got to use the point slope equation. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Now we've got a point. I'm going to pick 0, 5. Now, why did I pick 0, 5? Oh, come on, people. Why do you always pick anything with 0 or 1 in it? Come on.
Because it's
Makes
simple.
it easier.
Exactly. Keep it simple. So y, this is x sub 1, this is y sub 1. This is part 2. This is part 1. This is part 2. So y minus y sub 1, y minus 5 is equal to negative 2/5 times x minus 0. Y minus 5 is equal to negative 2/5 x plus 0. Y is equal to negative 2/5 x plus 5. And that is the equation for that line. So you type it in, negative 2 divided by 5, x plus 5. And that is a test question. I'll leave this on the full screen so that way I think I can actually hit best fit. Wow. Made it a little bit bigger. That's too big. Do you mind? I'm sorry, my cats are in a playful mood right now. Climbing all over everything. There we go. Okay, so that's that question. Now let's go to the test. I did open up, let y'all see it. If y'all will look, I did open up the chapter 7 and 8 homework, and it's due on what day? Last day of class. So that's something that some of y'all, well, most of y'all can be working on that whenever you're not working on regular. We're going to start 11 either today or Wednesday. So we're going to start 11 and 12 and get that out of the way. And that way we can spend the remainder of the week of the semester working on 7 and 8 with your questions. So be working on 7 and 8 whenever you got spare time and send in those questions, or just answer as many as you can and send in the ones that you don't know how to do. Okay, sorry. Let's go with test. Same with the test. It says right here, Unit 3 test, geometry area measurement, due end of the semester. I haven't even opened up the Unit 4 because we haven't got to it yet. All right, we're going to get to that next. Here we go. So, preview. All right, which method we're going to use? I think we went through it real abruptly. We didn't go over each problem, right? I think we went over it just real quick.
Yeah, you like scrolled through all the questions at the last couple minutes of class.
Okay. All right, so which method? Somebody tell me which method. Method 1, 2, or 3? Okay, well, I'll just sit here and we'll just waste time until somebody tells me which method.
3.
Method 2. What does it say that tells you method 2? Look in your notes. I gave you the card. I gave you the handouts. It says it. Graph using the what?
X and Y.
X and Y intercepts. It has the X and Y intercepts right there. When it says use the X and Y intercepts, you're going to use method 2. X-intercept, 0 for Y. Y-intercept, 0 for X. X plus Y is equal to 3. X plus Y is equal to 3. X plus Y is equal to 3. X plus 0 is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. 0 plus Y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3. So from X-intercept, that goes on the X-axis. That's why I put the word there. 3 and 0. And the other is 0 and 3. Check answer. Ding. If it says X and Y intercepts, you're going to use method 2. He takes highest grade. Overall grade. Graph the equation using the slope and y-intercept. Which method? Method 1, 2, or 3? Which method?
3.
Method 3. Good job. Point and y-intercept. So solve for y. Y is equal to 1 negative 2x plus 1. And I take my handy dandy highlighters out. And I highlight that 1. And I highlight that negative. And I highlight the 2. So pink, my y-intercept, 0, 1. My yellow, I got a negative slope, therefore left to right, down. And then my orange tells us 2 over 1, vertical over horizontal. Now, it would behoove you to use a piece of graph paper. I'm going to use the graph that's on this do-jigger because it kind of helps me draw a straight line, even though it's hard to do. All right, so first of all, I'm going to draw a line. I'm just going to draw. This is not on my paper, so I have to line this thing up. It takes me a little bit extra. And yes, you're welcome for doing it for y'all. You're welcome. So there's that line. There's that line. And going to plot my y-intercept. That's pink. So 0, 1. This is hard to do when you don't have lines on the paper. You got to line it up with that. It's hard to do. But I do things for my students. I try. And we got a negative trace line. So I usually draw it at a 45-degree angle, and I just put some dots because that shows you that's going left to right. And 2, let me get my orange, and I'm going to go 2 up, 1 over. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Y'all need to try this. This is difficult. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. And there's my line. Now, of course, once you draw your line, the trace line, you can erase. But that's what it looks like. Now, let's look and see what they have on their sheet. I'll leave that on there for a second or two. So if you do utilize the videos, you can stop it. Okay. So we're looking for a y-intercept of 0, 1. Well, I can tell you where it's not. Somebody tell me which one it's not. Real simple. Which one is it not?
B.
It's not B because this is a negative y-intercept. What else can you rule out? Somebody tell me what else about your line rules out something on the answers. What kind of slope do we have? Negative or positive?
Positive.
Okay, let me go back. What kind of slope do we have?
Negative.
Thank you.
Sorry, my brain's not fully active today.
That's all right. I'm gonna fail you after class. All right. So which one? What is this? What is Charlie and Delta? What is their slope?
Positive.
Put your little car right here. Put your little car right here. What's these cars got to do?
Go downhill.
This one's going downhill.
Those two are positive.
These are positive. So what can I do with Charlie and Delta?
You can cancel them.
So what's the only possible answer?
Hey.
Hey. Now you need to pay attention to what I'm doing, because can you use this type of reasoning on a standardized test? Deduction? Yes. They're always going to give you 2. There's no way it can be. And then there's going to give you 1. There is a possibility. And then 1's going to be the answer. And most of the time you can take out the 2, and these are the 2 obvious because they have positive slopes. These 2 have negative slopes. How can you tell? Which way do we read? We read left to right. So what is the cars doing on A and B? They're going downhill. So these 2 are negative slopes, and these 2 are positive slopes. So ours is negative. You saw that from the get-go. So C and D are automatically deducted, eliminated. And don't feel bad, because I have people that are in my 155 that have went through 12 years of 12 years of school that don't know the difference between positive and negative slope until I put the car on there. Next, oh, do we check it? We are right. We feel good about ourselves. All right, what's the slope? Well, we got to use our formula. Calculate the slope. Slope. Oops. Hold on, I got to turn my grid off. Slope is equal to change in y over the change in x. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Parenthesis minus parenthesis over parenthesis minus parenthesis. We're given a point. 2, 4, 5, and 13. Which way do we read? Left to right. X sub 1, y sub 1. X sub 2, y sub 2. 13, 4, 5, 2. 13 minus 4 is what? 5 minus 2 is? M is equal to 3. Actually 3 over 1, but 3 over 1 is 3. Next. If you don't complete a homework assignment or a test, what grade will be put in for that test or assignment? 0. Zilch. Nada. Use the slope-intercept form to graph the equation. Which method do we use? Method 1, method 2, or method 3?
Three.
Method 2. Remember, I'm sorry. You said method 3. Method 3 is correct. Method 3. For a minute there, my personal feelings about not liking you, Miss Hatton, kind of overrode that you wrote the right question, so I messed up there. I'm sorry. Method 1, method 3. Point and y-intercept. So I'm going to take my highlighter out, turn my grid back on, and I'm going to draw a line with this ruler best I can. Try not to move my paper. There we go. Now, take my highlighter out. I'm going to highlight that. Oh, I got to write it down first. Oh, shoot. Y is equal to 8/7 x minus 2. Okay, that pink is going to be the y-intercept. Yellow is going to be the sine of the 8/7. And the 8/7 is going to be vertical over horizontal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good enough. All right, so here we go. Got to plot my -2. There's that. I've got to draw a trace line, positive from left to right. I'm going to draw, all mine usually follow about a 45-degree angle. Just draw it real light, dashed. And now my orange is 8/7. So I'm going to go down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and over 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, mine's not exactly right. I should have used my blocks, but I didn't. Yeah, mine's way off. But you get the point. There we go. There you go. So we got a, put your car on the left-hand side. And we read from left to right. So what is that car doing from left to right? It's going uphill. So that's a positive slope. So we can go directly to the answer. Hold on just a second. Sorry. Okay, and we're going to put a point at 0, -2. And we're going to go up 7. I'm going to go down 7 or down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gmail. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you could have went up and over. Same thing. And you feel good about yourself. Next. Graph using X and Y intercepts. Which method? Method 1, 2, or 3?
Two.
Good job. 8X. 3Y. Hurry up, Walt. And I'm going to use method 2 because it says X and Y intercepts. X-intercept, Y-intercept. All right, I'm going to let y'all do this one. 8X minus 3Y is equal to negative 24. 8x minus 3y is equal to negative 24. Take a minute, and I want you to draw that one as well as solve it. Be right back. Okay, so 8x minus 3 times 0 equals negative 24. 3 times 0 goes out. 8x is equal to negative 24. X is equal to negative 3. Yeah. Eight x, sorry, 0, minus 3y is equal to negative 24. Negative 3y is equal to negative 24. Y is equal to 8. There's your 2 points. Now, I'm not going to draw it on my paper since it's got a graph that we can draw on. I'm going to draw on it. So negative 3, x-intercept goes on the x-axis. Negative 3 and 0. And 0, 8. Next. Okay, any method? Which method? Which method?
Three.
You can use method 1 or method 3. Somebody tell me why I can use any method.
Cause it's fraction?
Nope.
Well, I don't know then.
At the beginning of the unit, I told y'all that if it just said graph, then you can use any method. It just says graph. I told y'all that, but y'all just ignored me. That's all right. When you see the word graph just by itself, it doesn't say graph using points. It doesn't say graph using intercepts. It doesn't say graph using the slope and the y-intercept. It just says graph. You can use any method. Now, of course, you're going to use the method 3. That's what I would use. You could use method 1, but I'm going to use method 3. And I'm going to take my pink highlighter and my yellow highlighter. and my orange highlighter. And I'm depressed. My Georgia Bulldogs got beat this weekend. Hell, they just didn't get beat. They beat themselves. Did anybody watch it? Okay.
I watched some of it.
Sorry, it took me a second.
Well, they were
Watch it,
beating
but I heard it.
themselves. Huh? What'd you say, Mr. Brickman?
I said, sorry, it took me a second to unmute, but yeah, I didn't get to see it, but I heard about it.
Well, the secondary, their secondary is real young, and Buddy, Alabama exploited their secondary. They knew exactly what they were doing, and then of course there was several plays that Georgia just said, "Well, I'm gonna act like the Braves, and we're just gonna blow it." So all Georgia teams are known for choking, and I don't care if it's the Atlanta Falcons or the Braves or the Bulldogs. There's just something about Atlanta that they just like to choke. I don't know what it is, but anyway. And I know that
Georgia Tech choked.
Yeah, they were. That was the high school that Clemson played this weekend. Unfortunately, the ACC is the all children's conference. I'm glad to see Florida State coming up, and I'm glad to see North Carolina. Even North Carolina, they should have won that game. I think they underestimated Florida State, but
They
kind of
came
made me
back on them.
sick.
I thought they were going to win.
What?
They came back on them. I thought they were going to win that game.
Yeah, but I really think they thought they were just going to scoot in there and get an easy win. And Florida State is evidently they're turning around. I hope, because I'd love to see Miami, Florida State, and North Carolina be a little bit more dominant. In the same thing with the Big Ten. The Big Ten conference is a weak conference, and they need to. I'm glad to see it. I'd like to see where nobody knows who's going to be the champion at the end. That's what I would like to see, but who knows? Oh, me. Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw I'm doing this because people need to know how to do this, so I'm going to draw this one. There's the line. There's the line. And I'm going to draw my y-intercept at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to draw a trace line, negative left to right. And I've got 1/2. So I'm going to go 1 down. Well, I can't. So I'm going to go 1 up and 2 over. 1 up, 2 over. 1 up, 2 over. And there's my line. So let's go up here and do that. I'm going to graph my y-intercept at 0, -4. 1 up, 2 over. Man, you feel good about yourself. That's pretty good likeness. See there? See the angle of this line and the angle of that line? Dang old, very close. Next, oh, we got to check it. If you miss a question, okay, we're going to go over this one a couple of times. This is a question that a lot of people seem to have forgot about when they want to address questions on the test. If you miss a question, if a question is incorrect, if a question is marked wrong, and you believe it is correct, you believe that you're right, you believe that the answer is correct, what do you do? Send several emails to Hubert, taking pictures of the question or copy and pasting the question and send him a text to say, check your email. And does it say that, or does it say, ask Hubert if you can meet with him after class? The only answer is C. No way, no how. Oh, come on. It's not supposed to bunch them up like that. Graph the equation by plotting points. Which method is that? Technically, the only one we hadn't done yet, I don't think. What's the only method we hadn't done yet?
One.
Method 1. Thank you. I know you're getting tired of interacting, Miss Cersei, but I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It seems like the rest of the class would kind of catch on to what you're trying to do, but they're weaned on a pickle, so they don't want to help. So, method
It's
1.
Monday.
I'm sorry, say again.
It's Monday.
Well, that's you got to go to work on Monday, so that's no excuse.
Well, I lost
guess
my
I'm
job.
I guess I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start teaching and not talking.
We can't learn that way.
Now, I can't teach this way. Graph
I
the
talk to
equation. What?
I talk to you.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be the whole class. Graph equation by plotting points.
Well, it's Miss Hatton's turn, and we'll be quiet.
Well, she acts like she don't want to talk today. Graph equation.
I'm learning.
What did she say?
She's learning.
I said I'm learning.
Oh my goodness. She's being the studious student. Oh, mean teacher is distracting her. Y is equal to negative 3x. So I'm going to pick 5 points since it's not a fraction. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Negative 1, negative 3 is positive 3. Sorry. 0, negative 3, and negative 6. Now, if I was doing this by hand, I would plot all 5 points. But since y'all ever tried to do what I'm doing right here, y'all would thank me. Well, this is about aggravating. All right. Negative 2, negative 6. I'm sorry. Negative 2, positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 1, positive 3. 0, 0. 1, negative 3. 2, and that should be your line. Now, if you notice, I've plotted all 5 points. Well, on the computer, sometimes you're asked to plot 5 points, sometimes 3 points. Okay, so I'm gonna go there now, and I'm just gonna pick 2 points. I'm gonna pick whatever ones I want. You know I'm gonna pick 0, 0. Why am I gonna pick 0, 0? If you can't plot a point on 0, 0 in this class, you don't need to be in this class. 0, 0 is the easiest point because it's the intersection of 2 what? 2 lines. Okay, tell me something. What kind of slope do we have? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Don't you answer, Miss Cersei. I'm gonna sit here and wait. Did you say something, Mr. Brickman?
Yeah,
What slope do we have?
a negative slope.
Negative slopes. That means this one's out. Means this one's out. So which one does it look like? Well, this was kind of shallow. So I would say probably if you look at mine and look at this one, I believe B is Bravo would be the answer. So you could have knocked that down to a 50-50 choice just by taking out the 2 positive slopes. X and Y intercepts again. Oh my, this one's easy. I should take this one off the test. Giving y'all these easy questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm gonna take them off, so you're gonna get mad at me probably. 0 for X, I mean X intercept. 0 for Y, Y intercept. 0 for X. X plus Y is equal to 2. X plus Y is equal to 2. So X is equal to 2. And Y is equal to 2. That's why that one was easy. You don't have to do anything, just finish it out. Ooh, excuse me. So 2 and 0 is my x-intercept. And 0 and 2 is my y-intercept. Graph using the x and y intercepts. I told you that 60% of your graphing questions were going to be method 2. So I gave you fair warning. X-intercept, y-intercept. And the reason I do that is because a lot of your applications in science, math, all the sciences, all the maths, all the marketing, all the accounting, all the anything management courses, economics, anything graphing, you're going to have to know that. So method 2 has many applications, not only in math, but in all the sciences, economics, even psychology. You do charts in psychology. Nine x minus 2y is equal to 18. 9x minus 2y is equal to 18. Nine x is equal to 18. X is equal to 2. Negative 2y is equal to 18. Y is equal to negative 9. So 2 and 0 is our x-intercept. 0, negative 9 is our y-intercept. Next, what should a student do if they're out for a while? Communicate. United States, the only branch of service with the United States in front of it. Find the x and y intercepts. Method 2. Excuse me. Y is equal to 5x minus 8. X-intercept, 0 for y. Y-intercept, 0 for x. y is equal to 5x minus 8. 0 is equal to 5x minus 8. 8 is equal to 5x divided by 5. X is equal to 8/5. Y is equal to 5x minus 8. Y is equal to 5 times 0 minus 8. Y is equal to negative 8. And I'm looking for 8/5 and 0, and I believe it's right here. Next. Intercepts. X-intercept, 0 for y. Y-intercept, 0 for x. $12x or 12y is, or 12 minus 3x is equal to negative 9. Negative 3x is equal to negative 9. $12y minus 3x is equal to negative 9. And 9 divided by be 3/4. So you're looking for 3 3/4. 3 and negative 3/4, excuse me. I believe it's that one. Oh, can't stop yawning. Okay, we are out of time. And you see the rest of them. Find the equation, find 2 points. This is like the first question we did. Find an equation. Graph method 1. Calculate the slope, but you don't have to because it's a vertical line. No, I'm sorry, horizontal line. That's a horizontal line. Okay, I need to go. Let me shut her down. Let me see if anybody else showed up. Nope, still 6. Okay. Anybody have any questions? If not, I'll see y'all Wednesday and we'll go on